Hello people who cannot sit at home, thank you so much for being here. So in this video we are heading to the Porsche Experience Centre Toronto, and I'm incredibly excited over that because I'm gonna get to see their state-of-the-art facility, their lovely cafe and shop, their car simulators. And as much as I'm excited for all of this, above all of this, I am even more excited to have a driving experience in a Porsche 911 Carrera with a professional driving instructor. So let me take you on this journey. Let's go. So when I got to the Porsche Experience Centre Toronto, I was greeted with this gorgeous structure. This sculpture is called Lumen and is echoing Earth's axis at 23 degrees. And I thought that it was a great place to start our tour. And by the way, on the left of Lumen, you will see the driving circuit. It is 2 kilometers long and it has different elevations, meaning up and down, which is really cool. The center has been open since June 2025 and it's only the third one in North America. So there is one in Los Angeles, Atlanta, and now in Toronto. And by the way, there are only 10 of them in the whole world. So it is definitely quite special that they have built one here in Canada and in Toronto. As you walk into the main hall, you will see some really gorgeous Porsche cars. So I think a lot of people don't even know yet that this place exists in Ontario. I, for one, did not know up until maybe a month ago, which is why I reached out to them and asked if I could do a tour because I am fascinated by things like that. I'm fascinated by new experiences in Ontario. And quite frankly, I love really well-made cars. I for sure do not own a Porsche. It would be amazing if I ever did, but it's definitely in the realm of my dreams category. And another thing I feel people don't know about it is that you can actually just show up here and experience it and get a coffee, look out of the window, see some Porsches driving. And by the way, they do not even close for the winter time. They operate during the winter time, which is quite unique because they essentially make sure that even if it's snow, they will clear out the roads and the cars will be driving. So yes, you are totally welcome to come in here for free or get a drink and just watch and look at the cars. Or of course, these guys offer so many amazing experiences, from demo laps where you do not drive, you simply sit as a passenger and experience the Porsche that way. Or of course, they have a variety of different driving experiences where you are the driver. They have experiences specifically designed for winter driving experience and many other packages. I'm going to leave the website right here on the screen, and also I'm going to post the link down below for you to check out. Going back to the things to do here, you can also book a simulator experience. There are 5 stations where you're essentially experiencing driving a Porsche without actually having to drive it. You can book it for just yourself, your family, or maybe even for your coworkers if you have, for example, a corporate meeting coming up. And over here, the lovely baristas got my logo, my Ontario road tripping logo, onto a latte. I'll be honest, I was so impressed because they simply needed me to find my logo online and they just printed it on it. And by the way, they cater their drinks to the season. So right now they have a lot of holiday drinks, and also they have food such as sandwiches and snacks. And it was so adorable to see that they even have a kids corner with little books, like little coloring books. So as you can tell, these guys are welcoming everybody, be it just by yourself, with your family, couples, or if this is like a more of a group event or maybe a birthday party. And they have a really lovely gift shop with the most unique Porsche elements. I specifically love that they have very special to Canada Porsche merchandise, Canadian Porsche merchandise with the maple leaf over there. That is only exclusive to Toronto because that is the only location here in Canada. And of course, if you have a car enthusiast or a Porsche enthusiast in your life, this would be a perfect Christmas gift or any really gift. They have different price ranges, different kinds. Over here they have clothes, branded merchandise. Next, I got a really lovely tour of their fitting lounge, which is essentially where you can make your own car, build your own car, whatever color you want, whatever stitching you want, and the key fob you want. It's pretty crazy, the amount of detail, the amount of nuance that you can select for your new Porsche.
You can make it your own. There's a story of a lady who had a favorite color, pink nail polish. And so she mailed it to Germany, and they made her car that exact pink. So anything you want, we have, you can even open up.
Ooh, I love that.
Yeah, and it's a very like sensory experience. Right?
Yeah, you can feel everything.
And yeah,
Very cool.
all the different.
We can be here for hours. That is so sleek, and you can take that out too, right?
And then it will tell you the name of the color on the back.
Ah,
So this one is Cartagena Yellow Metallic.
beautiful. And over here they even had a section of the tools they use. Definitely cool to see things like this, and they're very much hands-on. And over here are the fiberglass molds. So they for sure use a very, very light fiberglass, and even their chairs in the cafeteria area were so light. So when you're there, make sure to feel how light the chairs are. And over here is another really cool thing that Porsche Experience Centre Toronto offers. This is called New Vehicle Delivery. And essentially this is a place where if you would like to begin your Porsche journey and purchase a Porsche car, they have this offering is where they deliver the car to you over here. And it's a 4-hour experience. It's the guided tour of the facility, exclusive vehicle reveal and personalized handover, and a 90-minute drive in a comparable model on a circuit outside, and even a private 2-course lunch for you and up to 3 guests. For sure, one of my dreams sometime in my life, hopefully. And over here I got a peek at the meeting room areas, and they are beautiful, really well outfitted. You can have a group meeting, group lunch, group dinners. If not only that, you can also have the driving experience outside. I'm going to talk about that later on, as I'm actually going to show you what happens. And over here is another beautiful view of their space. Notice that all of the photos are of Canada. The wood that they used in the center is also Canadian, which is another beautiful thing. And not only that, they also cater, and their catering is from around 100-kilometer radius of Toronto. So it's yet again local. And over here is where they service their Porsches. Right now they have about 64 Porsches in their fleet, and they only service those Porsches. They do not service any outside Porsches. Now we are going into my test drive, my vehicle test drive, and I've met my lovely instructor. Her name is Chloe. Definitely very knowledgeable instructor, and all of the instructors they have at Porsche are the certified Porsche instructors. So yes, I signed all the needed documents. Chloe went over what is going to happen in general in the next 45 minutes. By the way, just recently they have launched the 45-minute driving experience, and they still have the 90-minute driving experience. So basically in the 45-minute you get a bit of a shorter experience, and the 90-minute is of course more in depth. And over here we got downstairs to my, I guess I'm gonna call it my Porsche 911 Carrera. The car is gorgeous inside, absolutely beautiful. It is a little unique of how you started. For example, the power button, the start button is on the left of you. That is also yet again from the racing part of the Porsche's legacy, because it all has to do with the speed and how fast the car starts and all of that stuff. So over here is the lesson. Chloe was lovely, very patient with me. We started very slow. It was sort of like the obstacle course where you turn left, turn right, and you kind of get a feel of the car. What I found when driving this Porsche is that the steering really holds to the ground, and the wheel is really nice and firm, ensuring that when you do turn, it's nice and sharp, which was quite the big contrast to my own car. So there are many things that Chloe went over with me during this lesson, things such as braking, oversteering, understeer, handling, weight transfer, vision skills. Other than me getting my final license, my final G license 15 years ago, I really never had any other lessons. So it was actually beautiful to kind of have another person talk me through. Yes, this is specific to Porsche cars, but it also can be used on any other car after the experience, which is the idea that this is not just for Porsche driving. This is just for general good driving practices. So at one point, Chloe asked me if I would like to see her drive to kind of a professional versus just me. And of course, I took her up on that. To be honest, I was waiting for that. And oh my gosh, what a difference. So yes, when she drove, I definitely could tell how powerful this car is, mainly because of the sharpness and how fast it accelerates. I believe it's slightly over 3 seconds to get to 100 kilometers per hour, which is absolutely ridiculous. And oh my gosh, do you feel the pull to the other side and the gravity? And so many other emotions go through you. It is definitely a beautiful experience. So after the lesson, she took me through a number of other Porsche cars in the kind of parking area. And then we noticed that there's a corporate group coming in, so I went upstairs to kind of watch them do their thing. That is another really awesome thing that you can do here at Porsche, is not only have a meeting, but you can also get your colleagues, your teammates to experience Porsche. This is not them driving, they are just sitting in the passenger seat, but the professionals, Porsche trained drivers are taking them through the Porsche Experience Centre laps. And yes, as I mentioned before, this experience, all of the actually experiences of the Porsche Experience Centre Toronto are happening through the winter. They are not closing for the winter. They even have like specific winter conditions that they create so that you learn about handling your car in the winter, which I think is such a useful thing in Ontario. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts. What surprised you the most? Let me know if you're a car enthusiast. Let me know if you own a Porsche. I definitely love this experience and I encourage all of you to check this place out. Thank you so much for being here. Please subscribe, like, and share, and I'll see you next time. Bye.